What's up?
What happened?
Passed by a vote.
What's your age?
42.
Okay. And what do you know about the SAVE Act? I haven't even looked it up yet.
Oh, yeah, I was coming
I
across this
looked
afternoon.
at-
Passed by a vote. One Republican against. All Democrats voted against voter ID for elections, which is unfortunate.
You kidding me? What did you think about the hearing with Bondi yesterday?
I didn't watch any of it.
You should have.
He's a damn cunt.
He's
All I
a
know-
liar.
All I know is
Massey
Carmen
voted
is
against
a
the SAVE
cunt.
Act. The only Republican to vote against it was Massey.
Well, of course, because Massey has a fucking ounce of dignity and common
And a
sense. in that
backbone.
guy.
Well, not really.
Yeah, Massey's got a backbone, right? But
So,
Yeah.
Titan, can I ask you a question? How are
Oh,
you a lifelong
Wait, he
Republican?
actually did this strategically. Listen to this. Massey made a statement. He voted against the rule so that no spending bills could come without a 24-hour notice. He's voting yes on the actual bill. Strategic.
to require Americans to prove they are citizens when they vote, mostly through a valid U.S. passport. It also requires valid photo ID before voters can cast ballots, which some states already demand. It was approved 218 to 213.
The House, though, right?
Yeah, it's gotta go to the
Republicans said
Senate.
Legislation is
Mhm.
needed to prevent voter fraud, but Democrats warn it will disenfranchise millions of Americans by making it harder to vote.
Okay,
Yeah, they
Dr.
always say that.
June, I'll be calling.
They always say that with
ICE
no
on you
evidence.
as soon as I get done here. Thanks.
So we have voter
Yeah,
ID
can
now,
somebody block him, please?
constitutionally
Yep, got
protected
it.
in the state of Wisconsin, and Democrats voted
Oh,
for it.
bye-bye.
You guys don't like
Bye-bye
that?
now,
See-
fish stick.
See, I don't have a problem with needing an ID to
Oh, you're
vote.
not talking to
I
me.
don't.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
no, I'm
no,
talking
honey,
in
I'm
general.
Sorry, I got.
No,
Sorry.
I'm. No, that's fine. So I don't have a problem with needing an ID to vote. Okay. At all. So, but what
Neither
about?
do I.
My
Okay.
problem is with the last name thing.
Yes.
Because I
Because-
can't even find my marriage license to even prove. The only thing I could do is change my name back to my maiden name, which would probably cost me a lot of money and hassle.
I don't understand. We have voter ID in Wisconsin, and there's been like no issues at all.
Oh,
So
the new thing
No.
with the big beautiful bill, wasn't it? That
Mm-mm.
he
No,
is
it was in
implementing.
the SAVE Act.
Oh, the SAVE Act. Implementing that if you are a woman and your last name does not match your birth certificate, you are not going to be allowed to vote unless you get a passport, which you can't really get if your last name doesn't match your birth certificate. And I don't know
So,
if they're accepting marriage licenses.
Yeah, I would think that they are.
So-
Plus, a driver's license should count as well.
Hi, Ann. Are you aware that some people, like, for example, my grandmother was born, she's 98 years old, okay? So she wasn't even born in a hospital. She didn't even have a birth certificate. She has what's called a baptismal record and a native identification number because she is 100% indigenous blood.
Mhm.
We had to use that to file her paper. And thank God my grandfather was a United States Marine veteran. But anyway, I digress. She doesn't have a birth certificate to prove her fucking name. All she has is her marriage certificate, and she has birth certificates because she has 10 kids, and my grandfather's death certificate. But she has nothing saying she is who she is, except for her baptismal certificate from when she was 2 days old, and her Native American roll call number for the federal government.
See, that's another issue right there.
Has she had a driver's
So
license?
basically, She has a driver's license, but she doesn't have a real ID because she is 98 years old.
Well, her driver's
You
license
don't
should
have to show. You do
surpass.
not have to show in the state of California. You do not have to show your birth certificate to get a normal driver's license or ID in the state of California. You can show your social security number card, which she has, because they took her baptismal and her Native American identification number. But fucking it won't work with the SAVE Act because it's not listed under the required documentation. But Social Security will accept it. Make that make sense.
Yeah, this is going to be hard.
Okay, so let me
And your
ask you a question.
social and your social economic status should not
Does she have a
prevent you
tribal
from
government
having
ID?
your
Wait,
Yeah,
don't speak when the host or the moderators are talking, please.
your
Well, I just
your socioeconomic status should not prevent you from having your constitutional right to vote. And that is what's going to happen because in a lot of states, it costs money to get your marriage, a copy of your marriage certificate and your
Uh-huh.
birth certificate. All that costs monies
so
that
is
a
she
lot of people don't have.
is she have a tribal
My
ID?
grandmother will be fine because she has a son who's a fucking DA for LA County. I'm not worried about my grandma. I'm worried about everybody else who does not have advocates for them.
So
I'm just highlighting the problems
Yeah, I
that
gotcha.
people are going to face.
Does she have a tribal ID?
Yes, she has a. That's what I've been saying. Her
Then it's in the
Native
bill.
American
Yeah, it's in the bill. That counts. It's paragraph 4. Tribal government showing applicant's place of birth was in the United States. What you're saying, she has this tribal
She
baptismal
doesn't have a birth
certificate?
certificate, though. And
I know
that's what
they
they're-
understand they don't have birth certificates. This will suffice.
Oh,
Yeah, the
we'll see.
tribal. Yeah. So, but let me ask you a question. Like people like me who live out of country, right?
Yeah.
Is this going to prevent mail-in ballots?
If you're considered a traveler,
Because-
no.
Yeah.
I'm not a traveler. I'm a resident of another country.
Well, then how can you vote in this country?
Because I'm a citizen.
But you don't live here for 6 months and 1 day, right?
It doesn't matter. I'm a citizen.
But at least in my state, in Wisconsin, you have to live here for 6 months and 1 day or something like that to be considered a voter here. Otherwise, we would have all these Illinois people up here
it's
voting.
different in each state?
Yeah. That's crazy. Like, I don't want you voting in this
But
country if
see-
you don't live here. That's crazy.
Wait,
Excuse
I
me?
asked you a question. Are you saying that it's different in each state?
Yeah, our voting is all done by state, and that's the problem.
Oh, wait, that's
Some of the problems.
weird. But wait, hang on. If it's different in each state, what's going to happen in the 15 states that Donald Trump wants to federalize? And by the way, when he says federalize and then says put under Republican control, that's two different things, don't you think?
I don't know. We're talking about the SAVE Act here, dude. Is that what you're talking about?
Okay, but wait a second.
Sure.
But-
Is the SAVE Act not something to do with voting? I thought it was something to do with voting.
Yeah, I don't know what your condescending attitude's
Oh,
getting
okay.
at.
So
Though.
No,
then
no.
when
Mark,
Donald
hold
Trump talks
on.
about federalizing,
I was trying to help her the question here, but
No, but Mark, wait a second. I want to
Yeah.
get back to where he thinks that because I haven't lived in the United States for 6 months and 1 day,
Yeah.
I shouldn't be allowed to vote.
correct.
Why?
Because you don't have main residency in your state.
So, I am an American citizen.
I
It is
understand.
my constitutional right to vote because I'm an American citizen.
so if I'm deployed somewhere and I'm not in the United States for 6 months and 1 day, I shouldn't be allowed to vote.
No,
Like, I
military
can
is
go
exempt
put my
from that.
life on the line for the country.
No,
But then
military
in
is
your
exempt from
eyes,
that.
according to what you're saying,
No,
I shouldn't be
military is
allowed to
exempt from
vote.
that. Military is exempt from that.
Really? So did you ask her if she was in the military?
No, but I assume so. She's
Or
not.
did
'Cause
you
she
just
did not.
automatically
She did
go
not say
to
that.
she shouldn't be
Ma'am, are you
allowed
in the
to vote?
military?
It's none of your business.
She's not in the military. They're condescending asshole. Titan wins again.
Did you just call the host?
I didn't
Hey.
say that she was in the military. What I said was that it was interesting that your mind automatically went to she shouldn't vote under any circumstances.
And don't
Yeah.
be calling names on the people here. You're gonna get
Especially
deported.
the host.
Yeah.
I didn't call the
You're
host
gonna
any
go
names.
bye-bye quick.
Hold on.
I don't tolerate that.
JJ, she's not in the military. She has a CHAG voice. I'm an annoyance. I'm a waste. Really?
What? Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? Oh, no,
Yeah,
no,
John
no,
called me.
No. Sorry, John. You're bye-bye.
Wait,
don't
wait,
do that.
wait.
Wait,
a
don't
minute.
yet.
Stop.
Oh.
We need to do this.
Hey, Al.
What do you think of those comments there, Titan?
Yeah.
I don't read the
Well, say,
comments.
I do agree.
I just talk to people. I don't read the comments. It's a waste of time.
I do agree with
Hey,
I
Al.
didn't ask you if you did read the comments. The comments were read to you. What do you think of those comments?
I was having a conversation with the host, so I don't read the comments.
We didn't. Somebody
And the
told
comments
you
were
what
read
was
to you. You
in the
didn't have to read
comments.
them.
Oh,
They
my
Pay
brain
came
attention.
automatically
into
ignored
your
that.
ear
Sorry.
hole so you can form an opinion on them. I'm
Uh,
asking you to do so.
They weren't directed at
But
me.
I
So.
want to get okay. I want to get back to where he thinks that because I don't have a permanent residence in the United States, I shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Yeah, so in the state of Wisconsin, you'd be ineligible to vote here.
I would not be able to vote in local elections, but federal elections are different.
Yeah, but on the
I
same
already know
ballot,
I can't.
on the same.
Excuse me, stop fucking talking
I-
over me.
I'm kind of smart at this, so I don't need the.
Okay,
I'm
please
kind of smart at
stop
this.
talking over me.
Gotcha. I'll let you
I
monologue.
already know I can't vote in local elections, but I can vote in federal elections.
Yeah, but on those federal elections in November are statewide elections as well. So that's why you're ineligible in Wisconsin to vote for them. Your state might be different.
I didn't have residence in Wisconsin.
I understand.
Okay, Al, what did you have to say?
Sorry,
Andy?
Google is free. Google is free. Titan, maybe
Sure,
like
let me
your
correct
friend
myself.
Andy,
So in Wisconsin, you can
Titan.
only vote. You're going to get a special ballot,
But
and you can
why
only
are
vote
you
on the federal
talking over
contest.
me? It's
I'm
very
correcting myself.
fucking rude.
You guys are
Why
always
are
talking.
you talking over me?
You
It's
guys are always
very
talking.
rude.
So I'm correct. I'm trying to correct myself.
Well, then you can leave. Here, let me help you.
I'm
Have
trying
the
to
day
correct
you
myself.
wanted for.
Oh,
Well, then you can
okay.
leave. Here, let me help you. Have the day
I'm trying
you
to correct
voted for.
myself.
Goodbye.
Hey, I do got to
Jesus.
tell you,
Bye
though,
now.
I don't think your voice is that bad. You kind of sound like Mrs. Potato Head from Toy Story, and I like that movie.
Oh my gosh. What is with these women? I swear it's always the women. So I looked it up. In Wisconsin, if you're permanently overseas, you can get a special ballot that would only have the federal contestants on it only. That makes sense. So they send you a special ballot. Yeah, I don't want her voting in my statewide or local elections, obviously. Oh, so glad we cleared that up. See, I even fact checked myself. Oh, see if we can get back on.
Who you voted for?
Hey there, 40, the swamps of Wisconsin. I voted for the Trump guy.
Ugh.
Shit
Why'd you
stain
vote
on
for Trump?
Society, the pedo in chief.
So, what did
So
you
the
think
mail-in
about the
ballots
hearings
have gotten
yesterday
out
with
of control, and that's the reason for some of this Save Act stuff. The mail-in ballots, out of control.
They've used mail-in ballots for years.
I know, but the
And there was
numbers
never
are
a
way,
question.
way up.
Excuse me. For mail-in ballots, of course they are, because a lot of people are in the military, or they travel, or they live out of country.
Yeah, but Republicans don't care about the military.
No,
It's nothing to do with the
they
military.
care about Grinder.
What's up, Ducky?
You guys don't want to hear facts, do you?
Ducky's
Listen to
Mosquito,
facts if you actually
you
had
have
any.
no facts.
I mean, you have got nothing here. You just said we don't care about the military. Not much of a fact.
Intolerant.
Well, did
Mosquito,
she just
you-
make a comment regarding the military in how what you want to get rid of, mail-in ballots, would drastically and dramatically affect the ability for people in the military to vote? Did that
Negative.
just happen, or was I just like dreaming?
It has nothing to do with the military. The SAVE Act has nothing to do with it.
Do military members use mail-in ballots?
And they're not touched on the SAVE Act. So I don't know what you're talking about here, bro.
Fucking mail-in ballots, yes or no? It's a
Yes.
simple thing.
Hey,
And the
Andy.
SAVE Act
You
still
came in
allows them to have
saying
mail-in ballots,
Mail-in ballots
bro.
are out of control. Is that not what you said? I think verbatim what you said.
Yeah,
is
and I
mail-in
didn't say the
ballots are
military
out of
mail-in ballots are
control.
out of control. You just want to conflate
You
this
said
because you're
mail-in
too
ballots are out
uneducated
of
to have this
control.
discussion with me.
Yeah, I'm not educated, right? Cool.
No,
So,
clearly.
Again, I'm going to ask you. Here, we're going.
I mean, you're debating with the mosquito.
We're going to slow it down. We're going to
Yeah.
go ahead and mute you for a moment because
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
have any impulse.
Oh, the mute button, that's
I'm
your
gonna
favorite
try
thing.
again, and I'm gonna remind you that you came in here uttering the words "mail-in ballots are out of control." That was
And did I
verbatim
say
what you
military
said,
mail-in
correct?
ballots? I didn't.
Did you say mail-in ballots? You disingenuous piece of.
I did, but I had nothing to do with military. And I said that in the next
Well,
sentence.
you-
So mail-in ballots are mail-in ballots. Yes, they
No.
still go through the mail. Correct?
Citizen mail-in ballots are out of control in the United States. There's
That's
no
not
voter
what you
That
ID
is
said.
needed
not
for
what
most
you
of them.
said. That is not what you said.
Well, you don't let
You
me
said
finish a
mail-in
sentence
ballots.
or a
And I
comment, so that's what I'm going to
reminded
say.
you in a very emphatical way, and I apologize that you don't think that my education my level is high enough
It's
because
not.
I used an emphatical statement to prove your insouciance. But that's fine. Go ahead. Let me
I'm
know
not
how
talking about
uneducated
military
I am.
mail-in
Please do
ballots.
that.
Does that make you feel better?
Does it make me feel better to hold your feet to the fire and get you to admit that you were wrong? Yes, it does make me feel better.
I'm
Thank
not talking about military mail-in ballots, which the SAVE Act does not touch. So there's no reason to
Military
talk about
mail-in
them
ballots
because it's not in
and
the SAVE Act.
civilian mail-in ballots, when you come in with the statement that mail-in ballots are out of control,
Yeah,
are all
clearly
lumped
talking
together
about civilian
in that
mail-in
statement,
ballots.
correct?
I'm clearly talking about
Clearly,
civilian
you
mail-in
were
ballots.
not. Clearly, you made a broad statement, and I
No,
held your
about
feet to
If
the
you
fire.
civilian
understood the
mail-in
SAVE
ballots,
Act, you
not
would
the
understand that military
ballots.
mail-in ballots
That
aren't
makes
touched.
absolutely no sense. No sense at all. Why is there
You're
fraud
taking your
with
statement,
citizen
Mosquito.
mail-in ballots, but not with military mail-in ballots?
Because we know who our
He
military
is
members are.
cherry-picking his statement.
Let me see how much fraud there was with mail-in ballots. Let me my iPad.
Oh, it's impossible to find out. Because once a ballot is counted, it's in the box.
Because it's
It's impossible to find out. Yeah, there's
Mm-hmm.
definitely, with a mail-in ballot, there's definitely not a hard copy of that ballot. Weird.
So ballots are not marked. You don't know whose ballot is
They
returned.
They must call it email-in ballot, huh?
Okay.
I don't know what you mean by that.
According
Shut
to
up,
Brookings, so there was less than 0.000043% of total mail-in ballots. That is so out of 10 million. So out of that, there was less than 0.000043%. Here, let me help you. I'll do this.
Completely out of control.
So
Out of
in my state of
control.
Wisconsin, Trump lost 2020 by 20,000 votes. He won 2024 by 40,000 votes. That's how razor thin this is here.
Really?
And when you massively mail out ballots and then they're massively just returned, it's an issue. when you don't
She
require
just
an
gave you
ID.
the
Passive-
numbers. Did you listen to any of the numbers
Okay,
she just gave
so
you?
this
These
is
are
from
percents
Brookings.
that are just percents. I mean, they mean nothing.
No. She gave you a total
Mosquito.
number
So
of mail-in ballots.
Mark, hold on. Brookings. So you're telling me, Mosquito, that you're smarter than Brookings EUD?
How do you prove mail-in voting fraud? How did they prove it? A convicted case?
Can't prove it, then how do you know it's fraud?
I live in Wisconsin, the greatest political state in the country.
Oh, who cares where you live? That has nothing to do with the question I just asked you.
Oh,
She's got a
it
very
actually
good
does
point,
matter.
Mosquito. If you can't, if Jasmine, if the numbers that she has doesn't prove that there is little to no, like negligible numbers that would regard fraud in mail-in ballots, then you're saying
These are like
that
tried
there's
cases.
no way. Let me finish my statement, you disingenuous fuck.
I never get to finish a statement.
You have no idea what I'm going to say.
So?
You have zero fucking idea of where I'm going with this statement.
I have
because I'm
yet
new
to
you.
complete a statement.
Outstanding. I don't give a fuck.
The reason you can't complete a
point that I'm
statement is
making-
because you keep interrupting people.
The point that I'm making is that as these ladies have so eloquently stated, is that your statement is that you can't prove that it doesn't exist by the numbers that Jasmine has, but somehow by the fact that the proof doesn't exist, you can prove that it exists. Make that make sense.
So when you
That's your
massively
logic.
send
And
out
this is-
ballots
Okay,
and don't require
so
an
this is a
ID
research
to have them put into a counter,
Brookings?
it's a huge issue.
Brookings, this is a research company. This is a research. This is all they do is research.
Meaningless.
Okay? And this is from November 6th of 2025.
Once a ballot is
Here
in
you
the
go.
box, it's impossible to prove who it came from.
So
And if
an
the
ID was
taken or
by that
not.
statement, Mosquito, is that you have zero proof that there's any fraud in mail-in ballots.
No, there's lots of fraud.
How do you prove
There's
that there's no
not-
fraud when you're saying there's no way to prove there's fraud?
Because when you're just sending out massive amounts of ballots in mailboxes and then just having them returned without
So that,
IDs,
sir, isn't
you don't
proof
know if that.
there's
Hey,
fraud. What you're
hey,
asserting
you're
there
hey,
is
fuck
that
off,
there
fuckface.
is- what you're
You're gonna let me
asserting
finish the
is
fucking
that-
statement now, you
Go ahead,
piece of
crash
shit.
out. What you're
Oh,
asserting
You're
there
gonna let me
don't.
finish the fucking.
Go ahead, crash out. What you're asserting there is that
I'm
there is
sorry.
potential for fraud.
What are you sorry for?
That's his.
I had
That's
to
his
get rid of
assertion.
him. He was getting on
Not
my
that there
nerves.
is
Exactly.
Not that there
That's
is
fine.
fraud, but he's asserting that there's potential for fraud.
Point proven.
And
They
that's-
don't let
that's
you finish a
wonderful because,
statement.
like as law enforcement, what we would pay attention
Democrats
to is when
love
somebody
voter
would make
fraud.
an assertion like that about someone else, it was almost always a telltale on their self.
All right, guys. I got a short temper, as you can see. I usually don't get that crash outy, as they say. But I'm sick and my voice doesn't work. And I just am addicted to TikTok lives. But man, they proved my point. They proved my point. When you massively send out ballots to random people and don't require an ID to then verify who that person is and then count that ballot at the same time, you have no idea if that's a valid ballot or not. And once it is in, it is impossible to charge anybody with voter fraud. Impossible. It will never, ever happen. And we see it in Wisconsin constantly. The greatest political contested state in the country. See ya.